Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have a sharp game to share with you from 2002, a chess miniature here between Judit Polgar on the white end and Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. All right, on board we have here a Ruy Lopez. Now what we're going to see shortly is a fry-deliver attack-like idea. The fry-deliver attack comes out of the Italian game. Bishop immediately on this diagonal pointing at f7, but in a weird way with this game out of this Ruy Lopez, we're still able to see this fry-deliver attack idea. The bishop will eventually be kicked onto this diagonal. Let's get a few more moves in here. With knight takes e4, we're entering an open Ruy Lopez. In comes d4, pressure released on c6, d5, capture on e5, and right around here is where play starts to heat up. Knight g5 signals the Karpov Gambit, and with how Mamedyarov plays it, it's declined. Does not take the knight. The move here is bishop to d5. Now, what's important to know, of course, is what in the world are we doing? What's the idea if this knight is actually picked up? So let me give you an idea here of how play would continue. There's only one way to follow up here, and that is with queen f3, targeting these two vulnerable points. Now, top from here would be with queenside castles, giving the material right back. Here's a way black could go wrong. So let's say black tried to hang on to that piece with bishop to d7. Here's how white can follow. Can take on f7 with check. If king e7, bishop d5 is strong, increasing the pressure here. In the case of king d8, simply capturing here in the center is strong. And we wouldn't really be looking at a significant material difference. White really wouldn't be down a whole lot of material. White would have two very strong center pawns versus a knight and an attack that continues. Okay, this top line, what does it look like? This one here, where you give the piece back, and in the end, it says this one here is equal. Okay, Mamedyarov does not pick up this knight here on g5. Plays bishop d5, and here we go with this fry-deliver attack idea. Top play, knight takes f7, king takes knight. Follow-up idea, queen f3, taking advantage of the pinned bishop. Black must move forward to babysit the bishop. Otherwise, it's one right back and the attack continues. Queen g4 check follows. And from here, move 14, king f7. Now, this is a decisive error. Polgar is flawless from that point on, really flawless throughout this whole game. It says best is king e7. If king e7 is played, it's still very good for white. Keep in mind, at the end of this line that I'm showing you, it's calling it plus 1.5. So still very good here for white. Very uncomfortable position for the black king. Healthy development for white. Okay. How does black respond in this game to the check here on g5? The king goes to f7. So Polgar is now going to get a sort of improved version of the line with e6. The queen in particular is able to first improve. We see queen f5 check here. And only now does the king go to e7. Regardless of where the king goes in this position, the best follow-up is with e6. There's a fun line here In the case of king g8, this move is very strong, e6, and here's a way you could see checkmate. If knight takes e6 here, there's a queen sacrifice, and that one, I can assure you, will sting. A bishop mate. How does black play it here after the check? The king goes to e7, e6 on board, and we see this fifth rank pressure now that the queen has been able to go to f7 with check first. Problem here, problem there. What do you do about that? Well, bishop takes e6 it is. Now you could go ahead and swipe this knight. That is a winning way. But Polgar invites another piece into the attack. Rook e1 it is, hammering away at the pinned bishop. Queen d6, bishop takes bishop, knight takes bishop, and knight e4, targeting the queen. Nice directive play. White has the initiative here. Knight improved, queen is hit, bishop ready to play, all pieces ready to play here for white. What do you do now? In the game, queen e5 is played. An alternative, queen d7, knight c5 is going to hurt. Queen is hit. Continue to hammer away at this e6 knight. Queen e5 is the try from here. Now comes bishop g5 check. In the game, it's king d7. If knight takes bishop, we simply recapture with the knight and pin the queen. What is black's play? King d7. In comes knight c5 check. This queen will be won shortly. After bishop captures knight, you could already take the queen. That is a winning way, but Polgar plays in the most precise way. She first inserts this check. Now, before you go with such a line, you have to see a couple follow-up only moves. Otherwise, the game could easily turn in black's favor. Black could easily be winning here with one imprecise move. The play from here, king to d6. If you're blocking here with the bishop, okay, now we could collect the queen. This bishop will soon drop. The play from here is with king to d6. In this position, bishop e7 is an only winning move. If you take the queen here, you would be losing. Knight takes. And now what do you do with the queen? These knights cover a lot of ground. Queen to h5, the imbalance we're looking at here would be two knights and a rook versus a queen. Decisive advantage for black. Also keep in mind, in such a position, queen e7, kind of funny, after king d5, this queen is all of a sudden trapped. No safe squares. So you have to be very accurate here. Taking the queen, a losing move in this case. Bishop check first. Now, if knight takes, okay, then you take the queen. In the game, king d5 is played. Let's see what this looks like. If knight takes bishop, black would actually be getting mated with this line right here. Pick your favorite move with the king. It does not matter. Queen takes knight next will be mate. Okay. How does Mamedyarov play it here after the check here on e7? It's king d5. And before Polgar could pull off her next move, he resigned. It's a checkmate in 3. The winning way, if the game continued, would not be with the capture here. Once more, you would be losing. Knight recaptures, hits the queen, the bishop will soon fall. The winning way, if the game continued, would be with queen f3 check. Now what? King here, we would have a checkmate in 1 with a pawn. b3 is mate. The only other move would be queen e4. You could, of course, take the queen, but even better, Computer says the fastest way to mate here is with this cute little move, c4. If you take the queen, the king slips away and survives for an extra move. With c4, you're saying you take with the pawn. Okay, great. Now I take the queen, and it is game over. No escape. And in the case of king c4 here, we would have the queen sliding over to b3 for mate. But we do not get to see mate on board here. Black, after playing king d5, ends up resigning before even seeing queen f3 hit the board. Anyhow, what are your thoughts with this one? This was a very high level game by Polgar, registering a 99% accuracy. Thoughts on this one? Feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.